So, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 Zombies just had its grand reveal, and seeing as the past two videos I've made have given the wrong impression, let me start off by saying this. I like Black Ops 6 Zombies, okay? I think it's the best zombies we've had since BO4, and what I saw from the BO7 reveal doesn't look bad at all. But with all the things it's got, it's not perfect, and to the degree that I'm still being cautiously optimistic about the game, but won't buy the game if I don't see enough of the changes that I want from it. I'm not a zombies purist, or some Activision shill. I am simply just a fan. Now, with all that being said, let's get straight into all the things I found good and even great about the reveal, to some of the bad that inherently comes from the game being built on the bones of BO6 Zombies. Starting off with the good, the map visually actually looks pretty cool. There's a dark ether through line with the gloomy purple and the main points of interest all having some kind of tortured past to them, but having enough variety in between an actual interesting location. I like how there's actually a power system to them, with each POI having its own generator you have to activate. The more and more I think about it as well, I'm kind of falling in love with the idea of having the pack-a-punch be on the Wonder Vehicle itself. I mean, you can have it be anywhere you really want it to be. It's very unique in a fun and kind of useful way, but I hope it promotes it to be some kind of like small level of strategy to it. Like, can I just park this thing anywhere? Probably not, but it'd be cool to have some flexibility as to where I can leave this thing. Some minor things that I think are just overall good are that the save and quit feature is coming back. Solo pause isn't a feature that we have to wait for in season because it's, oh my god, it's brand new or some bullshit. The exfil system is being reworked so that it's more of like an immediate final showdown that not everybody has to participate in, but can help somebody else escape. The new Wonder Weapon also looks really sick and fun to use. I just hope it's actually fun to get. Super Sprinters aren't going to be as plentiful. There's going to be an in-game stinger that actually lets you know when the zombies are going to have their power scaling to make them just hit a little bit harder. Vulture Aid's getting like a minor augment that lets the armor system behave like it did in Cold War if you're just sick and tired of replaying. A zombie bear is always fun. Ammo boxes actually having a theme to them is so cool. I love how they're like a golden chest. It kind of reminds me of Dead Ops Arcade. I'm actually a fan of the field upgrades needing more kills to recharge them after each use. I feel like it makes my decision to use my field upgrade be a more meaningful choice, as well as inadvertently buffing the full power kind of power up. Because every single time I see one of those, I'm like, there's really no point for me to pick this up. Like, I really don't care. But aside from that, there are two big elephants in the room. The classic Zombies mode dubbed Curse Mode, and the ability to change the HUD. Visual things like the HUD and just things in general looking cool to me, like, that really matters to me, man. Like, what can I say? Now, if we had the BO7 multiplayer HUD alone, not gonna lie, I'd be slightly disappointed that it's not like zombie-centric. But it's at least like BO7 centric. It looks unique to the own game that it's from. Something that I think that's more important also is that it looks clean and legible, but still being very unique and just awesome looking. But we've learned that you can customize the HUD to have a theme to it. They haven't showed anything of it, but even if it's just like a BO1 theme to the whole mode, I'd be over the moon with that. That's all I need. But you can also customize the BO7 HUD's colors. And not gonna lie, if I just take the BO7 HUD and make all the orange in it a deep red instead, I'd also be pretty happy with that too, not gonna lie. Now, the curse mode is something I'm gonna need to see more of and understand more in order to know if this is something that's like a big of a W, you know, as I hope it is, but it's also slightly concerning, I'm not gonna lie. Now, don't get me wrong, this is still a W, this is still a win, but I absolutely need to know how exactly this plays out differently. The fact that a classic point system is back is a W. 4 perk limit is something I like, assuming, there's a big assuming that we can do side Easter eggs that can still let us get a free perk that breaks that boundary of the 4 perk limit. I feel like that's always been fun. I hope they don't take that away from us for no fucking reason. Especially as I'm somebody who actually does like the no perk limit. Like, I don't mind it at all. I just like getting more perks in general. Same with the SAM trials, or the TED trials is what it is now. I hope that you can get perks out of it, and I think they did say that it will lean more towards like a perk that you don't already have, so that's good. No ammo caches sounds good. Starting off with a pistol, like, just overall, all this sounds good, and I'm happy with it. It's good. But in Black Ops 6 Zombies, I did a few challenge runs where I essentially put all these restrictions on myself, and it did make the game more fun in general for me. Like, actually needing quick revive for solo revives, only running turtle shell to like simulate a classic shield, or not being able to use the armory or crafting table is all super fun in my opinion. But something that is extremely glaring is that it is very much not how the game is built to be played at all. There's a lot of inherent systems that just don't mesh together, and it feels like you're playing a game put together with band-aid solutions rather than a strong central core to it all. And the cursed relics are being described as debuffs that, yes, I'm sure is like a fun idea, but I hope that there's a good balance of eventually having a nice buildup of like a power curve. So it's like you start off very vulnerable, but then you end up being very capable, and then at the end of the day, it's a zombie horde that will always get you at the end. Like that, I feel like that's always fun, unless you do the Easter egg, of course. But again, we need to see more of it all, in my opinion, to see if it's just like a regular W or a fat W with a PH, you know? Some other things that I didn't really like the sound of but weren't overall game breakers were that armor wall buys now upgrade in rarity as you buy them. It's like, why? I love that every purple rarity armor buy was at some like sketchy ass location in the map, but now they all have to either be in a sketchy area, or more likely what will happen is that they will, you know, just be on any random wall now, which I don't think is good. I guess with armor being here as a talking point, I'm not the biggest fan of armor. I think the best armor system that we've ever had is World War II Zombies armor. I just think they should let you buy Jug and have the World War II Zombies armor on top of it. But you know, well, whatever. It's not the end of the world. One big concern I have with Ashes of the Dam specifically is how fun the Wonder Vehicle is truly going to be for a solo player. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is that as a solo player, I really don't want to be missing out on using like the Wonder Waff turret that's on top, or just that idea of being able to stick your head out of a window and shoot down zombies. Like, I feel like that's always fun. Like, what if you don't like being the driver of any game? Like, what if you're playing Battlefield and you're like, I don't want to be the driver. I don't want to be the one who drives the tank or the car. I want to be the one shooting out the window of it. You know, it's like, I hope that they can find a fun balance for that. And I hope it's not just something that ends up just taking you from A to B and you casually run over some zombies. Aside from that, most of the new augments look very just whatever. And if curse mode is a flop, it still doesn't fix the problems I have with BO6 like zombie systems. Meaning it really needs to heavily rely on the map itself working really well with those systems like Terminus, and you know, and still providing something fun and unique that's worth me actually keeping the game downloaded and being like, yeah, I want to go back to this zombies and these zombies maps specifically. All to say though is that overall this does look good, just as I would say Black Ops 6 is overall good, and I'm not trying to rain on anybody's parade. If you're over the moon for this, then be over the moon for it. Be happy, buy the game, play it. Don't let others bring down what excitement you have for something you like, love, or just have a casual fun with, you know? For me, however, my wallet and my attention are still firmly placed in Ghost of Yotei and Battlefield 6. I'm just not jumping out of my boots or even jumping in my boots so far for Black Ops 7, which, completely off fucking topic, but if they just took off skill-based matchmaking in multiplayer, I'd buy this game in a fucking heartbeat. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm a fan of casual COD multiplayer, oh my god, but I haven't thoroughly touched a COD multiplayer since like COD World War II. Even then, in the beginning, it was kind of rough because they had the whole divisions and stuff like that. It was a bit like sweaty and just weird. But after they like overhauled everything and it became a little more chill, oh my god, what a good game. I don't know. Maybe after a couple other maps come out, or even Ashes of the Dam comes out and it looks sick, will I even think of spending $1 on this game? But I think that's it for me. Who's calling me? Oh, my dad. Alright, bye. That's crazy. Where the fuck was I? I don't know. Maybe after a couple other maps come out, or even Ashes of the Dam comes out and it looks sick, will I even like think of spending $1 on this game? But honestly, I think that's it for me. Do leave a comment letting me know what you guys think of the full reveal, as well as my takes on the matter, and please share the love by leaving... That's a bird in the background, don't worry about him. But please share the love by leaving a like and subscribing. It would help fuel my 10-year-old me's dream of yapping about zombies and making a career out of it. But yeah, until next time, have a great day, y'all.